Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Warframe Wednesdays, the weekly show where I talk about controversial topics in the community and tackle them the best that I can. In today's episode is going to involve a lot of unofficial, unconfirmed information, so you may or may not want to take it with a grain of salt. But that unofficial, unconfirmed information is that Saryn is supposedly the next frame to get primed. This information was obtained by a fellow Tenno who was at the after party, which is something that the Warframe devs, the Digital Extreme guys, do pretty much after every major panel they do at a convention. In this case, it was the New York Comic-Con this last weekend. They have a little after-party where the fans can gather and chit-chat, and it's a little bit more relaxed than the panel at the convention. And supposedly, D.E. Steve let slip that Saryn was going to be the next Prime in the rotation, which chronologically isn't the worst thing in the world. Technically, Banshee and Saryn were released in Update 7, and now that Trinity has finally been primed, Update 7 is now the oldest update with frames that haven't been primed. So, chronologically, Saryn fits the bill as the next Prime. Unfortunately, I am pretty unhappy about this. I think DE is making a bad call on this. I think, personally, Saryn is already an ultra-popular frame. I think people play her way too much as is, and that's because she's a press-4-to-win character. She has one build, and that's power strength. And you just build Merzma as high as you can, and you melt everything on the screen at once. She's extremely boring to play. She's just no fun. She's no fun at all. And there are other builds that you can use with her, but none of them are nearly as effective as a just straight-up Merzma power strength build. Period. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, well, Saryn's going to get she's getting a rework. All of her abilities are going to get rebalanced and changed. She'll be fine. Okay, then if she's already getting a rework, why is she getting a Prime too? I don't understand. Why are people... Here's the issue with that, is people are going to want to put Forma into their Saryn to take advantage of the rework and to change around their builds and see what else they can do. And then a month later, Saryn Prime is going to come out, and they're going to have to reforma her to build the same builds. It's redundant. They need to wait. They need to release the rework this year, release Saryn Prime next year, so that there's a good-sized gap. The next big issue that I've heard a lot on the Reddit forums and on the Warframe forums is, oh, well, Saryn is more popular than Banshee, so that's why she got picked first. Yeah, no, I totally understand that, because mindless plebeians don't understand how Banshee works. Banshee is hands down one of the best damage support frames, and also one of the best crowd control warframes in the game, bar none. There are multiple different ways you can build Banshee. She's very versatile. She can fit a number of different situations. She's competitive at a very high end game level. Banshee's awesome. But if you don't know how to build and mod her properly, and you don't know how to play her, people aren't going to like her. And, she's not a press-4-to-win character. So that's a big reason why the newer folk who don't know how to play the game quite as well as us veterans, that's why they skip over Banshee, because they don't understand her potential. And I think that if Banshee were primed over Saryn, that Banshee would get some publicity and people would actually take 5 minutes to look up a build on either the Warframe forums or the wiki or the Reddit page, whatever, and would actually realize, wow, Sonar's a really good ability that can really buff my damage, or Sonic Boom and Soundquake are amazing CC abilities that can just level an entire screen's worth of dudes and give me enough time to make a getaway or make some kills or whatever. And, you know, Silence is great if you're trying to run stealth missions. Hell, Silence is a great CC ability too. You know, it really frustrates me that people are so completely clueless on how to build Banshee properly, and you know, I've had people tell me, oh, Banshee's not, you know, not as good as Saryn. That is in no way true. As far as pure ability damage goes, I don't know. That's debatable. Soundquake with the right build can be pretty deadly. Not as deadly as Emersma, but when you throw Sonar into the mix and how much that potentially has for damage, especially with the right build. With Resonance, I mean, it's a crazy, crazy amount of damage. And Banshee's just straight up a great frame to play. She really is. So, I don't know. I think that they've made... personally, I think they made the wrong call. I think that Banshee absolutely deserves to get primed over Saryn. Saryn can have her spotlight another day, but I think that they've made a mistake, especially after seeing the new premium skin that they're going to release for Banshee. That frustrates me almost as much as the announcement about Saryn. Like, oh, hey, we're going to give you this awesome premium skin, but Banshee's not going to get primed for another 9 to 12 months. Have fun with that. So, pretty frustrated. But I figured maybe we could start a hashtag if anybody cares enough. Hashtag we want Banshee Prime, maybe something simple, something a little obnoxiously long, so that you know, people at DE can see it. But thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please let me know in the comments section whether or not you think that Saryn deserves to get primed, or if Banshee deserves to get primed, or if I'm, you know, just complaining, or if I'm off my meds or whatever. But thank you very much for coming, guys. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content coming very soon. I've been your host with the most, as always, Francois878.